Alright, this is like the 18th time I've tried to record audio for this, and I just keep messing up, or I keep flubbing something. But anyways, alright, so here we go. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just gonna say what I want to say, and hopefully I get all my points across. Alright, so Civil War, good movie. Great movie, actually. There's some things wrong with it. I mean, it's not a perfect movie. It's a Marvel film, you know, it's not going to be a perfect film. But I kind of want to just talk about a few things here and there that I really liked and didn't like. Things I didn't like. The beginning. The beginning was stupid. There was some terrible CGI. The plot with Crossbones was stupid. He works for Hydra, and they're like super secretive and whatnot. But he's like out in the open just blowing stuff up. And he, you know, it blows something up, you know, he blows some up. And it just doesn't make any sense to me why they would do it like that. But whatever. The scene was stupid. I think they could have done something else, but I understand it drives the plot forward, but whatever. You know, there had to be an explosion, a la the Civil War from the comics. So there was that. Then there's like this weird like Ferris Bueller thing going on, or not Ferris Bueller thing, but Tony Stark does a kind of like a flashback type thing, and they CGI'd his face to make him look younger, and to me he just looked like Ferris Bueller for some reason. I guess Matthew Broderick. There was a bunch of cool stuff with like all these characters coming in because it's Civil War, and you know, war entails a lot of fighting and stuff, and maybe a lot of people. But there were just a lot of people that I feel. Some characters that I feel just maybe shouldn't have been included in at all. Like, unfortunately, Spider-Man, he could have been in the film, he could have not been in the film, and you wouldn't have noticed if he wasn't in the film. His inclusion in Tony Stark's side, it feels a little forced. Tony Stark goes to recruit him, and it almost seems like for selfish reasons and kind of out of line reasons, like he's endangering this kid for almost no other reason than to have some other warm body on his side. I mean, he does show concern for him and whatnot, but it felt a little, I don't know, not out of character, but it just felt not right. But I loved having Spider-Man in the film. He was a great addition to the film, you know, like he's funny, he's witty, he's young, and he's like, he does this great thing with Star Wars. It's great. You should go watch it just for that scene. Like, there was also Ant-Man and Hawkeye. They could have not been in the film and you wouldn't have cared or noticed. But again, just more warm bodies on each side to fight. And that made the airport scene amazing. In the trailer, it looked really stupid. It seemed like maybe they all just like phoned each other and like, alright, meet me in the parking lot, it's going down. But in the film, it actually makes sense. They're there for a very specific reason. They don't just all randomly show up, you know? They're there to take care of business and handle it. Another thing I didn't like was there wasn't a part in the film that felt like... In the comics, there was a moment where Tony is asked, was it worth it? And at the end of the series, he proclaims that no, it wasn't worth it. And there wasn't really a moment like that in the film. Not only were the words not said, but like a scene that even felt close to it wasn't done. And with that, there wasn't a lot of like permanent changes. Like, some bad things ended up coming about because of it, but like the one big bad consequence didn't happen. And like probably the most permanent consequence is almost immediately reversed thanks to Tony Stark and his clever ingenuity and the futuristic tech that exists in this Marvel Cinematic Universe. So yeah, there wasn't a really like was it worth it moment, and I wish there was, because it would have just made the film feel like it had a lot more weight to it. The film did kind of make Age of Ultron a lot better because it addressed some things that I found wrong with it. Like at the end of Iron Man 3, Tony Stark destroys all of his suits, but then he gets them all back in Age of Ultron, which I thought was stupid. But it sort of brings up why he has them again. There were some really great moments with all the characters kind of behaving as not superheroes but just people. There was a great one with a kiss, and it involved Sam and Bucky giving a knowing glance to another character. It was just really funny, and it felt very human, which is what I love about the Marvel characters. You know, they all feel human. I don't understand how Spider-Man blocked Bucky's punch. I'm assuming that's a suit. Whatever. I don't care anymore. I'm not gonna talk about that. There were a lot of really great moments of realness in the film, and I think that's partly and largely because it's a Captain America film. Those films always seemed a lot more serious in tone. So there was a lot of that going on. You get moments of their characters whose eyes are watering, and maybe they're not full-blown crying, but you see them get very serious and very human. Black Panther, though, I cannot tell you how much I love Black Panther. Chadwick Boseman, goddamn, go watch that film just for Chadwick Boseman alone. Like, all his scenes were amazing. He does this. All his fight choreography is outstanding. He does this amazing, like, in the air triple spinning kick thing, and it's beautiful. Chadwick Boseman, he's gonna make vaginas moist and penises hard. I'm telling you, go watch it for his scenes. You owe it to yourself and him. You know, he deserves it. He deserves to be watched in this film. Chadwick Boseman he's a killer. He's gonna be great. Go watch the movie.